All right, I think you can hear me now. Sorry about that. So technical difficulties are up to here today. We are on a different camera. You can see the formatting is a bit off. I didn't want to miss this even with all the technical issues. Sometimes I use a Canon camera. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. So I use a Canon camera and it is working now. I verified that. I can hear myself talking. Anyway, I apologize for being late. Thanks, Peter, for telling me no sound. I think it's fixed now. So, hi, Mrs. Cute as. Good morning from Australia. We're doing a pretty basic thing today. We are obviously on bare minimum bones here. I don't know what changed, but I think it's the Canon webcam utility that goes on the fritz sometimes, for me anyway. So we're using the HD, this one. Not important. Okay, so what I wanted to do before we actually get started, we are going to do a giveaway today, and it is going to be, first of all, thank you. And if you want to be involved in the giveaway, every single week you can check out the, how do you say, there is a link in the description, and it takes you to a landing page. It just says opt in for a weekly giveaway. And the reason for it is so that I can actually give you something. I don't know if everyone's received it as of last week, but I have sent them out, so you should get them pretty soon. Hi everybody, thanks for saying hi. Great that the audio is good. Appreciate it all. Anyway, before we get to the giveaway stuff, I want to always make sure there's a bit of content so that you can learn a few things if you didn't know. Anyway, so we're gonna hop into that first. Let me prep this real fast. But we're gonna this will be about OneEuroHomes. Now you might have noticed there's like a little logo on the thumbnail, and we're gonna also be talking about merchandise. And no, there's no obligation to buy, but anyone that buys anything on the merch shop, all the money that goes to this merch shop will be used for philanthropic type videos. So if you do feel like that's a kind of a cool video, a cool logo, you might check that out after the video. This is I love, and that's supposed to be €1. Some people say they couldn't figure it out, and those are homes. I love OneEuroHomes. Cool, huh? Anyway, there are other designs as well on the merch shop that you'll be able to check out on your own time. Anyway, so let me share what I am looking at. Hopefully it goes as I'm planning it to. Yeah. Done. Okay. Share. Transition. This is a page that I hope is helpful, but we'll probably actually start on a different one. Okay, we're talking about OneEuroHomes. A lot of people have questions about how can they find out more information, and sometimes, oftentimes I don't cover all the topics in these videos, and everybody's got their own perspective, and there are a lot of questions like what kind of websites do you use to find OneEuroHomes? And since Sunday is pretty much dedicated to OneEuroHome topics, this is going to be the content for today. Case is how you say it. Case a OneEuro.it is in Italian. Case a €1.it. That is the website. Pretty much like the formal, they cover everything. Anytime anything pops up, you can come here and see a big list. There's also another version of it called OneEuroHouses.com in English. Okay, so that's probably more what interests you. The number one, eurohouses.com. And this you can go to and see a big list of all the cities that have ever done it as you scroll down this menu right here. You can see how it works, and this is a pretty useful page. You can look at their advertisement first. There's been some ads and stuff like that for specific events that they held. You can actually see there's been Meredith. She's been on my channel. Meredith is right here, and this is the guy, the vice mayor in Sambuca. So coming down, you can gain a lot of information by just looking at this page. But understand that this is from a general perspective, right? Talking about all of the communities, but what you need to understand first of all is that every community has a different take on it. This community is Musameli This is their take on it. Okay, so this isn't the homepage. This is actually the how it works, and that's what we're talking about today, is how it works. And because this, if you follow these steps today, you don't need to contact me most likely, unless you need something specifically. And so I hope this resolves some of the basic questions people have, like how can I do it? How can I do it? How can I do it? If you go through and read this, like it's important to read, and I know that a lot of people want others to read them things for them, but I encourage you to read through this. It'll explain a lot. This is about Musameli, but can pretty well be applied to most things. You just click these things open. What should I do to buy a house? To buy a house, after choosing it on our website, you'll need to contact the municipality of Musameli. Okay, so if you want to buy something in Lorenzana, you have to contact the municipality in Lorenzana instead. If you want to contact, Itala or, Zunguli, Visacha, there are a bunch of communities that are coming up. Now, I'll answer in a second what's going on as of late, but regarding the One Your Home topic, but they're the first line of defense, really. Musameli has some agents that have been put in charge of the actual process, but everything goes through the community, okay? In pretty much every case. So is it a joke? We pretty much know it's not by now. Why are houses sold? What obligations exist for those who buy a house? So they've got their own frequently asked questions page here. How long do I have to renovate the house? Okay, these are some of the things that do change depending on which community, but they're typically about 3 years. Some of the communities have a difference between whether you are doing like how quickly you have to get your building permit and things like that. So those are things to pay attention to as well. How much are the fees? Okay, this is a kind of an expenses to be made. That section is pretty important. How are there any expenses to pay? And so this is what we're going to spend a little bit of time on looking at today. In addition to selling the house at a symbolic cost of €1, you could pay the following expenses to get your property: notary fees, secretarial fees, expenses for the guarantee policy, charges for the issue of the cadastral plans and APE, annual local taxes, TARI and EMU, restructuring costs to be carried out within 3 years. Okay, this is not considering the restructuring costs, which vary accordingly to type of property. Okay, now I didn't need to read that to you, but sometimes people don't want to read, so I did. Okay, so let's start with the very first thing, notary fees. What exactly are notary fees? Now this will be mixed in a little bit. And I'll do another video in the future about the actual taxes you pay. But when you talk about notary fees, sometimes there's a mix between notary fees and what's called the imposto di registro. The imposto di registro are taxes based on whether you're going to live in the property or not, or use it as a second home, or there temporarily, and that ranges between 2 and 9%. But a notary will have typically their fee, which is they have kind of a scale in which they have to stay inside, and then there will be the taxes that the notary will often prepare and show you the total. So make sure you understand which ones are notary fees and which ones are the taxes that they're requesting are paid at the time of closing. Okay, so there is a difference there. The secretarial fees, basically the transaction cost, like whether you're paying the real estate agent in one community or just some kind of documentational fees. Recently, we've seen communities down in Basilicata, Lorenzana, talking about how they're not going to use a notary, they'll use a secretariat, and they're trying to lower those costs as low as possible. So those are all really cool things. Expenses for the guarantee policy. Now, again, mentioning Basilicata, it doesn't apply because they're pretty much doing a different thing. There are other communities that are doing more of an insurance policy thing where it's like a monthly payment, but a lot of the communities want you to pay $2,500 or $5,000 down immediately. Okay, so at this point, I'm not sure what you're seeing. Yeah, me. Okay. Anyway, so then there are like taxes like TARI and EMU. A lot of people ask, but what are the property taxes on that property? And it's uh, it's always hard to answer. And it's not because we're trying to avoid the question, but until you can actually see what's called a visura catastale and see what's called a rendita catastale, you can't determine the valore catastale. And without that valore catastale, you can't calculate the IMU or the TARI, right? So, well, TARI is dependent on the community's tax, garbage tax and all. So, anyway, so there is a process to follow for every single house, and it does differ from one community to another. So that's why we don't often always have it ready on hand how much it's going to cost for those taxes. All right. So anyway, these kinds of websites. Let's transition again. So I want to show you just one last thing here. Wherever my mouse went, it's gone. Okay, here it is. How much does it cost to renovate a house? Okay, a lot of people ask this question as well. Now, this is another one of those things that will change depending on where you are. This one specifically, I don't know if you caught it, but it talks about 100 euros per square meter. It also talks about 700 euros per square meter. So anything they quote here would be specific to Musumelli, right? That price ranges quite a bit depending on if it's south, central, or north Italy. And the best way to find out those answers is to actually get quotes, just to get lots of quotes and to get an idea of how much things are going to cost. So, all right. So I think the last thing I want to show you really is this one's, I have to admit, it's not all that special yet, but it will be in time. This is my website. I am going to start tracking better, and I will move that over so you can see my experiences with the OneEuroHomes. Okay, so I'm listing out communities on a map, talking about how to purchase, pretty basic right now. And these links are in the description, so you can always check that out. This is one of the properties that I saw in Sambuca di Sicilia, which was really cool. And then here you can find various posts that I've already done, just pretty basic for the moment. They talk about my experience in these communities. And then there's always the links to those locations by name when they come on down to it. And if you ever need more information, just fill out your info there. Okay. Anyway, so that is it for content. I wanted to make sure that you guys all get a good idea of a way that you can support your own decision making and find answers for yourself. I know it's hard because it's often in Italian, but those were websites that were all in English and they can tell you quite a bit of things. Okay. If you are interested in property in Italy, in any of the videos down below, if you find an opt-in, like for example, if there's a for sale video and I say want to contact this person, most likely you're going to contact me first, and I'll be helping the agent understand a little bit more about you before you just automatically start talking to them. That way, because a lot of the times you just have to understand that not everybody's serious. Okay, so I don't want to just rush all these real estate agents with a bunch of people that are saying, hey, what is it like, that kind of question. It's a beautiful question, but not appropriate just to throw at one of these real estate agents that are supporting me on this channel, for example. Anyway, so you will be able to contact me through that means, and you'll have the choice whether you contact me or contact them first of all. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why you're subscribed to me before, but you're probably because of OneEuroHomes or something else. Anyway, welcome. Anyway, so we're going to get onto it. We're going to do the giveaway at this point, and we are going to do so with my random subscriber generator program. Okay. And it's been really cool. I mentioned that you can opt in at the link in the description. There is available, but what's been really cool is that the first time that I announced it, 75 people signed up. Now, I mean, I can tell you the exact number actually. We are sitting like at another almost 160 people more. So this list is getting bigger and just really fun. I honestly, it's really fun to giveaway stuff. Okay, so let me share what I'm looking at here. Okay, this is the Davos random subscriber generator program. It's just a Google Drive spreadsheet, and your names have been added. There are 2 categories. On the left side, a little bit farther to the left, and then I use just a random generator. As soon as I click this button, there will be 2 tickets to be given away. Now, what do you win? You just win a raffle ticket, but that raffle ticket gives you the potential of winning a house either in Rome at this point or in Calabria at this point, and that will be sent to you through email. And that's why signing up on the opt-in list is very important. Otherwise, you can't receive the raffle ticket. And so we do have to follow all laws of the land, and you have to be 18 to actually win. So if you're under 18, talk to somebody who is to accept it for you, or give it to your mom, or I don't know, someone who you really love, right? Anyway, so let's do it. Let's just give it away right now, okay? Drum roll. I need to do something more exciting, I think. Anyway, I'm just gonna click the button, okay? Down. So I've got Christina, by one name only, and Monique Pasquale, if that's how you say it. You both win a ticket to potentially win a house in this coming year. And I actually have one more gift to give away. I mentioned the merch that I've thrown on there. Now, these designs, I did them. This one's for my little boy. He's pretty cute in it. I love OneEuroHomes. So all of these examples I've got right here. For example, this one is like a athletic shirt, same thing. So I'm going to be giving away to actually one of you that is in this right now. Boom. One of you chatters is going to win this as well. And I've got someone who's on this side who's going to randomly choose one of your names out there. So anyway, this one is for my daughter. She's going to wear that. You'll probably see them in various videos wearing that. My son's was dirty. He got chocolate on it or something like that. So there's a ton of different types. So I wanted to make sure that you get something that's comfortable. Now, I know it's not always like the most cool thing to buy swag from a YouTube channel, but if you want to support the €1 movement, all of this stuff is going to go to help out the €1 movement or Italian communities. So it'll be really, really cool in time. Just gotta get started somehow. Anyway, so I'm being communicated who the winner is. There's no random subscriber generator for this because we had to collect your names as we went through. So I hope that you all appreciate it. If you want to enter, you might want to stick your name in there, throw a comment in there really quick so that they can add you to it. If you do have any questions, feel free to comment after the video's over as well. I do try to stick around for a few a few minutes until they close out the live chat to answer any questions as well, especially since at this rate I can't easily go through and chat with you all. All right, so thanks everybody. Hey, thanks for saying hi everyone. Okay, cool. All right, dun dun dun. So have you picked? Okay, cool. Dun dun dun. So I just have to confirm. I'm trying to see your name here so that I can confirm that they did it correctly here. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So guess what? It's the winner is Sarah Edwards. So congratulations, Sarah. You will want to make sure to contact me somehow to make sure that I do have your email so that I can contact you to send you something. Now, we're going to talk about what your choices are, okay? Because it's not one of these. Depending on where you are, it's not easy to ship all over the world, so we'll work that out. But make sure to get in contact with me if I don't get in contact with you. So thanks everybody. We're gonna call it quits for now if there's no really amazing questions, or if you guys don't want to just chat about something really cool. This is YouTube. It's not Facebook Live. It's YouTube Live. Anyway, thanks everyone. Thanks for saying congrats to Sarah, and I will see you later.